Arlecchino, a dark and dangerous harbinger, seems to be a simple woman, but hidden deep within lies a dark secret that could eventually destroy every nation we know and love. So in today's video, we shall go over the House of the Hearth history and Arlecchino's mysterious curse. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let's jump straight into it. If you've been keeping up with the last couple of versions for Genshin Impact, do you know a new book called Parent Harry just dropped? And this book possibly hints to the House of the Hearth being connected to Khaenri'ah. We learn in Parent Harry that at least two different dynasties have ruled Khaenri'ah at a different time. These dynasties being the Crimson Moon Dynasty and the Eclipse Dynasty. Now, the Crimson Moon Dynasty, something happened to this dynasty, and they slowly faded away when the Eclipse Dynasty came in. But I believe the House of Hearth is actually the remains of the Crimson Moon Dynasty. You see, the Crimson Moon Dynasty created an organization, an orphanage, to take in children that were outlanders, people not from this world. But they didn't end up finding any outlanders, and so it just became a regular orphanage for the people of the Crimson Moon Dynasty of Khaenri'ah. Well, in this story, Parent Harry, we follow a boy. His name is Parent Harry, and he had a very strange life. When he joined the orphanage, he was asked to crawl down a corridor. It was black and dark, and it seemed to be built for him. When he asked to come out the corridor, he said he could not come out the corridor. Was he dead yet? So the boy wandered around again, asking why he couldn't get out. And then they asked again, "Are you dead yet?" He said no, and eventually in anger he said yes. He is dead. Now, what does this have to do with the House of the Hearth? Well, this sounds very similar to arlecchino. We just know their names sound similar. Parent Harry and Para. Those names are very similar. And saying that Parent Harry is dead, meaning that he has transcended death and become a phoenix. I'll get more into this later. Before Parent Harry was allowed to escape his corridor, he saw an illusion, a terrifying high, and as a quote, Parent Harry did indeed see an illusion. The crimson moon, hanging high in the pitch dark night sky, suddenly turned around, revealing itself to be a titanic, horrified eye. The adults opened the door and embraced the suit-covered Parent Harry. "You have traversed the fire of two worlds, within the hearth, and here you are, reborn." Parent Harry, reborn as a phoenix. That's just about all we need to know from Parent Harry. If you do want to learn more about Parent Harry, I'll have the link in the description. It is very, very interesting. But let's get into the actual theory and really go over what we read there. Let's take a step back and talk about the House of the Hearth. Now, we know that the House of Hearth wasn't originally part of the Fatui. Not at all. Originally, it was just an organization, but eventually, somewhere down the line, the leader of the orphanage joins the Fatui. It's probably the mother, and then this then brought the orphanage, the House of the Hearth, into the Fatui. But the House of the Hearth isn't actually with the Fatui. It is its own separate organization that was just grouped in with the Fatui, meaning that the House of the Hearth was not always part of the Fatui. That's originally they're part of something else. They were something else, and this was the Crimson Moon Dynasty. And now, what I believe, Perry is the last remaining one of the Crimson Moon Dynasty. And it also seems like Mother knew something about Parent Harry, about the Crimson Moon Dynasty, because we know, thanks to the music video, Burning Embers, something along those lines, that the mother favored Arlecchino, favored Perry than her own blood-related daughter. Why is that though? Well, I believe it is because Perry has blood relations to Parent Harry, which I believe was the original person to gain the same curse that Arlecchino has. In one of Arlecchino's trailers, we get to see this mysterious looking eye. This seems to be the exact same eye that Parent Harry saw when he was trapped in this corridor, possibly meaning that this power, this curse, goes on through blood. And that Arlecchino was just the next one to inherit it. That is why Mother wanted her to become the next leader of the House of the Hearth, because she has complete origins in blood back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty. And from the way arlecchino was speaking to us, it seems like we still might meet the House of the Hearth again. We know there is some secret project they are working on that they are involved with, so it's a very high possibility that we will see the House of the Hearth once again, and that eventually their real origins will be revealed, and we'll finally find out why the House of the Hearth really is part of the Crimson Moon Dynasty. We'll know why the Crimson Moon Dynasty disappeared, that eventually all these people, they died off, and now the House of the Hearth is the only people that remain, and that somehow survived for other years and eventually made it to the Fatui. But that is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are currently at 70 subscribers at the time of making this video, and I'm sure we'll make it to 100 subscribers very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe and like, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Nakusanami, bless all your dreams and ambitions.